before. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now I was just at Fridays, was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, Hit Boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. chain, birth most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback. Over the end line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. The Patriots at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Slot man moves right. Throwing, Jones. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver, because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Jones throwing the out route. He's got Parker. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Fulton connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, he'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jones now on 3rd down. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 7-7, our score after 1. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Folk's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, this is Harris. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take it.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Williams, a man in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Badgley's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete. and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Jones to throw on third down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones completes this one to Thornton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught by Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Folk's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out, Chip.
And this is taken in at the 5. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Goff now to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Jones, a final shot before break. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the 27, Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. They find some open field here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better. The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Folk's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Goff on 1st down. That's once again complete to Chark. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. 4 down, 36-yard line.
From the 36, Goff. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Going up the gun, Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Goff now looks to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Lions 45, Patriots 16.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. To throw again, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. I think a free play now for Goff. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw, Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Second and 5 now. Jones, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton.
47 yards.
And the Pats get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Folk as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
5 yards on the play.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jones going deep here for Parker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're out, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. From the 50, it's gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown!
Tyquan Thornton.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots get a bit closer.
Fulton connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Fulk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. And some room to run now. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 75 yards. And the Lions up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pats at the line ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's starting to look like that three-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. Throwing now, Goff. And this one into the hand. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will cut the lead down to 15.
Lions 59, Patriots 24.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Goff going to throw it. Throw left side to Reynolds. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Patriots come up with a late turnover.